Welcome back. We are here with Amazing Things Arts Center Executive Director Ellen Sturgis. Back in November, the Arts Center received an extension on a debt to the town for repairs done when the firehouse was first turned into an art center back in 2007. We're here today to talk a little about the future of Amazing Things and some of the exciting upcoming shows. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Even if it was a little short notice.
It's all good. It's all good.
So for anyone who may not know, can you tell us what Amazing Things is?
Sure. We are a community arts center located in downtown Framingham in the old firehouse. We provide live music, visual arts, and theater. And we try to do that in a range of shows so that there's something for everyone and to make it affordable, because we do believe in being a community arts center.
So can you tell us a little bit about this debt extension?
Sure. So just, in context, when we first moved in, we had agreed we spent $600,000 on renovating the building essentially over the first few years to make sure it worked for us, but also because there were certain issues with the building, which we've spent and then some. And then there was a $90,000 note that was for paving the parking lot and for, I guess, some other things that the town provided. So when I started about 3 years ago, I started reaching out to the town because that's a lot of money for us all at once, and it was written as a balloon payment. And everything that was going on with the town, particularly in the last year and a half, 2 years since the charter stuff, it wasn't a good time to bring it up. So we got the extension, and we'll be working with the new city to figure out how we can address it going forward.
And so what is Amazing Things doing?
So, we are always looking, we're increasing audiences by different kinds of shows and programming. We try not to increase prices because we want it to stay accessible to people. But we got our full liquor license, beer and wine license last summer, which definitely helps because it's a great way to, people like having a beer or a glass of wine, but it's also, it raises money for us significantly, so that's great. And we're just doing a little more robust fundraising and looking for more corporate and business sponsors that we haven't had for some time. So, but we do, I think fundamentally it's about our programming, and assuming that we do better programming means more people will come through the door, and that's good for us.
And you have a lot of exciting
new
great stuff coming up. Can
you
tell us about some of the new things happening?
So I think our sort of the theme for the next few months particularly is really trying to reach out to a younger audience. And we've partnered with a woman who's been running the Rock Off Main Street program in Natick for quite a long time, for 20 years actually. And she decided she'd like to bring it to Framingham. And so we're really excited. That'll be every month, bringing in bands from throughout Metro West, and they're sort of high school, college age, maybe a little after college, but really dedicated towards giving a place where young people can come hear live music. It's it's critical to our industry to make sure that the young people appreciate live music, but it's also what a chance for them to play on a real stage with a professional sound system, and for people to see just what kind of talent we have in our area. So we're really excited, and that kicks off in January. We did one show right after Thanksgiving, and it went so well, we committed to the full year. So we'll have it every month except for 1 month during the summer. So very excited. And then another partnership, we're just starting a program that had started up in Saxonville but lost its space, is sort of it's sort of an open mic spoken word event for 20, 30 somethings called Rhythm with Reason. And they'll be here starting in February. We hope to have multiple dates with that as well. And it's sort of open mic meets just supportive, creative time to, they've done some feedback with each other when they perform. They give each other feedback, and it just sounds like a really cool format, and we're really excited that they wanted to bring it downtown, and I think it's a great fit for us.
It's kind of a more hip-hop
rap. I think it's going to be, and then some just straight poetry, some straight music, and so it'll be a little bit of everything, but I think it'll be a really exciting new genre for us, basically. We want to be able to really be that community center for a lot of people, and this is one way to do it. And then we've just been talking with a number of people, both on the south side as well as from the Brazilian and Hispanic communities, about starting some new programming to really bring us together around, just because you're Brazilian, maybe you don't just want to listen to Brazilian music, but they don't know that we're open to bringing in local folks. So starting a partnership with the radio station and hoping to have our first show in the end of March that'll be bringing in local folks from the Brazilian community bringing music, as well as bringing some folks from maybe from as far as Brazil to perform. So that'll be really exciting. So I think, I think we have an opportunity we've had all along since we moved downtown. I mean, the reason Michael Moran wanted Amazing Things downtown is because it's a rich, exciting area. And with all the things that the investments that the city's put into it, we think we're pretty critical to the nightlife, and we want to make the most of that.
What upcoming shows do you have in February and March that are not to be missed?
Yeah, well, so there's some wonderful things. Rock Off Main will be there I think it's the third week in February. That's on a Friday night. The Slambovian Circus of Dreams. Some people I hear squealing now. If they know the name, they're really excited. They came a couple years ago for the first time, and they've got a very dedicated fan base, but they're really fun, great musicians. Quirky, but really a great show. That's the end of February. Billy Novick, who's is in multiple bands. He plays with Guy Van Duzer sometimes. He plays with the New Eagle Jazz Band. He's written the score for the Great Gatsby Ballet. So we don't have room for dancers, but he will be performing his full orchestration of the ballet. So that'll be really fun in March. And I think there's just something for everyone throughout the spring. We've got a great variety of music coming in, and there's definitely something for everybody.
So 2 quick things before we end that I just want to make sure that we touch on is February Vacation Week.
February Vacation Week, Malik the Magician comes back. He's ever popular, especially over Vacation Week. He's a comedian for adults in the evening, and he's a magician and comedian for kids, and always very popular. So he'll be back probably both school vacations, actually, because we like to have him back. So.
And the last thing.
Storytelling.
Okay, so 2 more things.
We're doing storytelling. We have been partnering with a group to bring in sort of moth-inspired storytelling, which will be back in February and in May, I believe. So, yeah. And?
Beer.
Yes. So
Can't forget the beer.
Yeah, so we do have this great new partnership with Exhibit A Brewing. Did a limited release that's our brand, and actually our office manager, Melanie Christopher, designed the label. Very funky looking, great IPA. So we're really grateful for them, and we will be selling it as long as it's available at Amazing Things.
That's great.
Yeah.
And we are totally out of time. I'm getting the evil clock of doom over there. So thank you very much for staying with us. And be sure to check out the Amazing Things website at amazingthings.org for upcoming shows and events.
Great. Thanks.